it's Lauren again. Today I just wanted to do a review of the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL1. I got this in 2014, so it's since been updated, but I think it's actually kind of useful for people when you're buying even a new product. You can see how that company's gear is holding up over the years. So without further ado, here it is. Alright, so here you can see the tent. I haven't staked it down, obviously, since we're on the deck. It's blown in the wind a little bit. I do have the UL1 footprint, which fits pretty well underneath. I got it like a year later after I got the tent, so they'd already updated the size. It's a little bit long right here, but it fits in perfectly with the tent, so totally works out. One thing I like about Big Agnes is the easy snap method of getting the tent fly on. Boop. Super easy. Over the years, this tent has been amazing. The total weight is 2 pounds and 8 ounces. And honestly, it's worth it. You can see inside I've put a sleeping pad and my backpack. Since I'm short, I'm able to have this set up in my tent, but people who are taller might not be able to, and you might have to put your backpack in this vestibule when it's set up. Okay, hey, so I'm inside the tent. You can see how the size is. I'll bring you in right over here. This is pretty comfortable. But for one person, it's not that bad. Again, I'm 5'2", so I can sit up fine. There's about that much space, so maybe about 5 inches. So people who are taller might have a little harder time being as comfortable as I am. Since I'm shorter, I've got enough space to have my bag while I'm sleeping, so it can stay out of the rain too. And I just, I can be like this, which is great. I just love this tent because it is so light. I love that it's freestanding. I mean, this thing is keeping you away from the bugs, which that is something that's really big for me because I'm definitely terrified of spiders. I mean, just keeping you out of the weather. It's easy to put up. We've got one deck pole. It's not big enough for you and a dog, but yeah, it's perfect for one person and your stuff. It's got some useful pockets right here. Like, I always keep my bear spray in here. I keep a knife. I keep my flashlight. I keep other things that you might need in the night. Super useful. It does have a little hook right here for a flashlight if you needed it. But yeah, I love this tent. And one issue though I would like to say is I have had, it's slightly annoying when you're zipping this thing up and down. Sometimes the fly gets caught in the zipper and you need to make sure that that, you know, is taken out. But I haven't had any other problems with this other than the waterproofing issue, which I'll talk about in a little bit in this video, and how I fixed it actually. I haven't had any issues. My tent hasn't ripped or anything. I do have the Big Agnes Copper Spur UL1 tent footprint, so I bring that as well. It adds some weight, but I like that it's the same size, and I just don't have to think about it. Just toss it down. I actually even roll it up with my tent, so you don't even know it's there. So that's pretty easy. Okay, I did want to talk about just like how I use this when I'm backpacking. I've used it about maybe, I mean, at least 4 to 5 times a year. My backpacking trips are under a week, generally 2 days to 4 days. So this tent, I mean, it's worth it for me in terms of weight and comfort, and just ease of having this as my shelter. It fits well in my bag right next to my bear box. Yeah, I mean, it's worked for me for, I mean, it's going on like 6 years now, and Big Agnes makes good stuff. So even though this current model is not sold anymore, Big Agnes still sells the Copper Spur line, and it's got the same ideas in construction. So I think, you know, if you choose to get a tent from Big Agnes like this, like, you will be making a good choice. So over the years I've loved this tent, but there was one thing I actually thought that I was gonna have to get rid of it, like last year, because of the issue with rain and the rain fly letting in water. It was starting to get in big downpours. The rain fly would be soaked through. It would drip a little bit, and especially if your sleeping bag was touching the wall, you were gonna be damp. I had one trip where it rained quite a lot, and I got pretty damp. My sleeping bag, other things. So I was like, all right, I've had this tent for a good couple years. Like, might be time to get a new one. Until I thought about, like, why not trying to re-waterproof this thing. I actually just got some Scotchgard, like, heavy-duty water shield, and I sprayed it all over the fly. I did 2 coats, and there's a marked difference of how waterproof this thing is again, and I'm going to save a lot of money, and I don't need to buy another tent, so it's awesome. I'm actually going to spray the bottom part of the tent, just because you can see the rainfly doesn't cover everything, so this is a tent saver. So even multiple years in, it's pretty awesome. So guys, I just wanted to show you the reason why there's some panting in my video from this big guy. He's helping me do my review today. Thank you. So good. Thank you for all of your help.